Hello everyone, this is White Wolf, and I wanted to do this impromptu and just talk about having complete ease in your life, having security in your life, having that faith that everything is being made manifest and everything is being generated for you from your source of creation, from your state of being, but also the life that you live and the life that you lead, and also not only bringing things together, but bringing everything back into balance, back into a balanced state of consciousness, but knowing that you can make a decision on something, make a different cause, make a different effect, change something and subtract something out of your life, and you're able to just live life in ease. How do you do that? How do you have peace of mind? How do you have peace of body? And how do you remain within that state of conviction and that state of faith to where you do not waver from what you're trying to achieve? It could be your goals. It could be asking that person out on a date. It could literally wanting your own healing moment. Do you really desire it? Do you really want it? And are you going to fold under pressure? If you just make that decision, if you just feel that you can make those decisions and make those different causes and effects, and if you feel into that vibration, fully realized, already known that it's made manifested for you, it's just making that calibration and making that synchronization of you already making that decision. Because another version of yourself has already made that decision. So moment to moment, everything is based on how we feel, how we vibrate as, but also the decisions and the choices and the free will that we impact upon those decisions. It's the energy that we carry with ourselves, but it's also the energy that we carry within our heart. Are we going to lead with our heart? Are we going to lead with our passions and our excitement so that there is not only a trail of breadcrumbs to follow, but are we able to pick up the pieces and kind of roll with the dice and see where it lands? Are we willing to take chances? Are we willing to bring that energy into life? Are we really willing to accentuate the energy and encapsulate upon that energy here and now so that you're able to send out those loving seeds so that that harvest can be planted? We reap what we sow all the time. So if you're reaping, if you're planting those crops, if you're planting those seeds, if you're putting those loving projections and those vibrations out into the ethers, that means that you're setting the precedence for co-creation. And you're also setting the precedence for your life. If you want greater love in your relationship, if you want greater love at your job, if you want greater love when you walk into a room and you know that you change the energy wherever you go because you're that electromagnetic kinetic source energy field. And I just had a wonderful day of manifestation, just going out to eat at a great restaurant, pumping gas in my girlfriend's car, buying a hat that symbolized something in my life. I had to give away an English Springer Spaniel so that she could be with another family because I had a lifetime with her when I was her dad and she was my daughter in 100 lifetimes. And I was meant to keep her for about 6 months so that she could go to another family. God always does everything for a reason. God, source energy, and the great I am always does everything for a transcendent reason. God doesn't do anything with no reason. There's always a reason. There's always a set of actions. And there's always another way that we can change the course and the direction of our life. And we can literally alter reality if we really choose to alter it. We can alter reality right now. You just have to make that decision that you want to alter the space-time continuum and stop everything for a second and have a complete and total reset and a recalibration of your synchronization of manifestation, of deeper love and profound sense of knowingness. Because when you know, when you're certain, when you're secure, when you're safe, when you feel protected and you don't feel like you're living in fear or you feel like anything is around you that doesn't want to be in your space, you will do things automatically. You will do everything with an automatic choice type of vibration. So everything automatically starts to change around you. You feel motivated. You feel like you have a sense of drive. You have a sense of passion because you're focusing your energy onto something. So you have something to focus your energy upon. And now that you have a sense of direction, now you have a sense of direction and syncopation and repetition within your life, you're able to go upon that moment. And then you expand upon that moment and multiply by that moment and live by the example of the lesson and the catalyst that you're experiencing. But if you want to live a life with ease, don't be afraid to roll the dice. Don't be afraid to take chances, but also don't be afraid to be edgy and take risk, and just be exuberant of that energy, and just be excited that you're alive. Be excited that you're here, that you're now, that you're persevering, and you're having a sense of resiliency because you're being courageous and you're accepting those opportunities that are coming to you very courageously. And if I'm speaking to you, if God is speaking through me, speaking to you, that means that we're interconnected. And that means that we have the ability to be inseparable. We have the ability to see each other as God. We have the ability to love in a greater way and to know that everybody can manifest the way that they manifest. Everybody manifests differently. Everybody heals differently. Everybody has a different gift. But it doesn't matter what that gift is, it's a gift. So use that gift to the fullest of your capabilities, and you'll never stray from it. You will always feel grounded in it, and you know that it will ultimately be your ultimate gift with ultimate blessings. If you accept the blessing, you lived as the blessed indeed, my friends. I promise you. Living as the blessed indeed is really just letting yourself know that I'm going to live my life blessed. I'm going to live my life knowing that I can buy that thing. I'm going to live my life knowing that I will get that new Mercedes G-Series one day. Because it's security, it's faith, it's groundedness, it's actually calling the energy towards what you want and what you desire, and not putting it on the back burner, but also not placing restriction on yourself. Because if we tell ourselves that we can't have that thing, or we can't have that relationship, or we can't have that business, then that's non-certainty. That's not having certainty, and that's not having truth within yourself, and that's not having a boldness to take that chance. So moment to moment, our life are dictated by, are we going to make those aligned actions? Are we going to really realize the lesson behind the catalyst? Are we going to really go for it? And are we really going to follow the course and the direction that our life is taking and really accept it within ourselves? Do you have true acceptance within your heart of hearts that you know that your God manifested in the human form, and you know yourself fully to be able to push through those boundaries and those labels and those things of the past that try to come up to let you know that you are that thing? Because that's a lie. And anything that you've ever experienced within your life, just know that time is over, my friends. And it's time to just move on and progress and do the work and do what is needed. Sometimes doing the right thing isn't always the best thing to do, but doing the most aligned thing is always the best thing to do. It's not dwelling within right or wrong. It's not thinking of what is the most sensible or what is the most linear, because then you'll never get what you want if you're always thinking linear, if you're always thinking from that vantage point. So you have to feel in, what do you want? What do I desire? How do I outline it? And how do I allow it to be like a calendar? You know that you're going to do these said things on this day, that I'm going to manifest this on this said day. Like I knew that when I was done pumping my girlfriend's gas, I was going to buy a hat that represented an old dog that I had and represented that I needed to take care of something and love something and nurture it. Even though she's not in my life, but she meant something very important. That English Springer Spaniel is on this hat, and she meant something, and she was important, and she was helping me with my self-development and healing and clearing energy. So just because the outline or the outcome or the details, or sometimes it seems like the odds are stacked against you, my friends. It seems like all the odds are stacked against you. You have all these circumstances, experiences, emotions, and triggers. But if you just take a moment to just really receive it within your heart and breathe in that energy, and then just say that I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to push through. I'm going to push through this boundary that has been placed upon myself. And I'm not going to be that stale state of being. I'm not going to be that person that I used to be. I'm not going to make the same choices and the same causes and effects and get into the revolving door and same patterns. You just have to change those patterns. And I had an interesting thing back to the English Springer Spaniel. She came to me in the spirit, and she just looked at me, and she was just really letting me know that she's happy with her new family. And it brought me so much comfort, because I was thinking about her, and because I have love for things. I have love for animals. I have love for my girlfriend. And I have love for all of you as my clients because I see you as my children. And you guys are my pride and joy. And she was my pride and joy, but there was something about her. We felt there was this interconnectedness. And she just let me know in the spirit that I'm fine and I'm with my new family. I was meditating. I was listening to Tony Robbins. And I literally got up from my couch and I started doing my cardio routine in a meditative state. It's like Tony was speaking to me in his spirit and was saying, get up. You need to get up, get your cardio routine done, and go to, Beaufort, because we were looking at a house in Beaufort, and then we went out to eat, and then I went to a cigar shop, and things just felt like it fell into place, and it was just a perfect day, a fun day. So life should be fun. Life should not have disease. We have to break the word down. If you have dis-ease, it doesn't mean it has to be a physical ailment. It doesn't have to be a sickness or an injury or some sort. But when we have dis-ease in our life, we are uneasy, we're on edge, we're unhappy. So we have to get rid of the dis-ease, and we have to break down the words that more align to what we are. And today was just so beautiful. I had a fun day. It was of my imagination, but also it just felt easy. And I want you guys to have an easy life. I want things to come to you easier. I want you to have a life of ease and feel like you can have what you want, and your wants and your needs are the same exact thing. And also just receiving it in your heart and just being that energy and just shifting to that vibration, and also just collapsing those old timelines and being on the new timeline and being on the new stage of your journey, but also blasting inside of the rocket. So you're blasting through the air in the rocket, and you just feel like you're lifted up in the highest love and the highest light of your own service. And one of the things that I can tell you is that I was living life how I wanted to live it today, how I want to live my life from now on, how I want to choose the life that I want, choose the decisions, and choose how I feel about it. And those are hard things to do because moment to moment, our life are dictated by how we give our power away to our decisions and also our conditions and also the way society wants us to be. When you get tired of how society wants you to be, and then you just say, fuck it, I don't want to feel bad anymore in my life. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel negative energy. I want to heal so that I can feel better, but I also want to empower so I can be motivated and have drive and have ecstasy within myself. If you can live every day like it's your birthday, would you? If you had a week to live, I promise you wouldn't be stressing over the things that you're stressing about, because it would call your feet to the carpet and be like, oh, I have all this time left before I die. If you had a week to live, you would live your life to the fullest. You would do all the things that you didn't get to do. So why wait? Why wait to have the most manifested reality, the most manifested state of being, but also bringing your God aspect and your God willpower into everything that you do? If you have free will and you have time at your disposal and you have the internet and you have connections and you have people that are talking to you, build your tribes, build your team, build your businesses, and don't regret it for one moment. Because one of the things my guides were talking about, and we're going to be doing some healing energy too, so stay tuned, was that when we put limitations, we have a negative connotation, but we're also putting an unrealistic expectation over what we're trying to manifest. And hesitation is just a sure sign that you're withholding something from yourself. You're withholding creation. That's called suppression. But that's also believing in the realm of lack. Because grace and anointing allows us to see through lack itself. Because lack is not a real thing. Lack is something that tries to throw us off our game and tries to put us in a certain energy where there's a ceiling. And when you're tapping into consciousness, there's no ceiling. So you should always push the limits of your own comfort zone so that you can always stay ever expanded. And also, guys, I will put my Cashapp, whitewolftheoracle, paypal.me, Jacob Dylan Wolf for readings, healings, activations, and things of that nature. Just book a time, date, and day, $70 for 1 hour, $60 for healing, activation codes, downloads, and 30 minutes for $40. And I will be going live tonight doing readings, healings, activations, because I want you guys to receive, but I also want you guys to have community and know that you're in a safe place. To feel safe, to feel secure, to feel like nothing bad is going to happen to you and living your life with no worry is the greatest feeling that you can ever give yourself, is living your life as if you're you get to be that superhero, because the superhero never hesitates. They just run after whatever they need to do. They fulfill what they need to do, but they follow the heroic movements as it's being presented to them. So moment to moment, if we are looking for a presentation, if we're looking for signs, miracles, confirmations, and synchronicities within our moment, then we see and then we act accordingly, and we act with obedience, and then we just follow that, and we follow it to a T, and we just pull the trigger because we know that it's going to set off a chain reaction of spontaneous combustion within our reality. So it's like a domino effect, if you will. So every time that you make a decision, the stars are being aligned and worlds are being created into existence. And that's what's beautiful about consciousness, about everything, about meditation. So you don't have to be the best person in the world. You don't have to be the most athletic athlete in the world. You don't have to be the best actor in the world. There are some people who are not even that gifted in those fields, and they succeed and they thrive. But you just got to have the heart. You have to have the determination. And you also just have to encompass the Spirit and the way of the Spirit and the truth of the Spirit. And when you follow that to the very end and you don't waver from it, you will have everything fall into place. You will literally have the doors of heaven laid at your feet. If you feel as if you're walking up the steps to the doors of heaven every single time, then you will feel like you're climbing up the ladder of ascension. You will feel like you're always having a walk in the clouds. Instead of walking on eggshells, we should have a walk in the clouds, because I think a lot of human beings, we rather walk on eggshells than have a walk in the clouds. So don't walk on eggshells. Don't make your issues issues. Don't make your problems so significant. But sometimes we always find our problems to be more significant than power and empowerment and motivation and love. Not only within ourselves, but having complete self-acceptance will allow us to get past the deception of this world. So when you're not easily decepted, and you just change the polarity, and you just literally change the paradigm within your life, what you're experiencing. If you're able to change the paradigm, if you're able to change the theme, the narrative, and the story within your existence every single day, and knowing that you're always starting a new chapter, a new transcendent beginning, and things of that nature. So when you always do that, when you live your life with a sense of redemption, every day that you wake up, you get to start this video game all over again. And yes, the difficulty will be raised, and yes, it will be on a harder difficulty. And yes, you'll have to adapt to your environment. But when you're adapting to your environment every single day, and you just get better, you just allow yourself to get better every single day. You don't have to be the best person in the world. You don't have to be, the most trained athlete. You don't have to be the best vocalist in the world. You don't have to be the best musician in the world. But you have to be yourself. You have to be your own spiritual personality. Because that's what God wants. That's what God wants. God just wants you to be your most authentic self always. It's difficult, but when you're able to do it and you're able to implement it in a very big way, your life will change. And you will feel like you're in the highest timeline. And then you learn that you're on the next train ride. You're on the next timeline, and then the next, and then the next, and the next, because infinity is infinity. And that means infinity and beyond. That means that the journey is not the destination. It's just the journey, enjoying the journey and continuing that journey. And you don't have to be the best meditator. You don't have to be the best at your emotions. But just always get better. That's all you have to do. Just always get better. Always get better. And when you do that, and you bring that attention to that I can always get better, I can always work on myself, I can always just clear energy, I can always let go, I can always forgive, because when you stop holding on to that version of yourself that's not being prosperous, then you accept the higher self and allowing the higher self to use you as a vehicle and an instrument and also an extension of source energy for you to bless the entire world. The higher self just wants you to kind of be like the car that drives itself. Because, you see those cars all the time that drive themselves, right? Wouldn't it feel nice just to take your hands off the wheel and put your feet on the dash and just let go of the tension, right? And when you fully give yourself to that enlightened state, it feels like that. It feels that you've let Jesus take the wheel metaphysically, but also metaphorically. You know that song, Jesus Take the Wheel by, I think, Carrie Underwood? It's a very anointed song. But it's true. Just let Jesus take the wheel. Let your guides take the wheel. Let your higher self take the wheel so that you don't have to stress anymore. And it's not like you're giving your power away to what you were giving your power away before, right? Because as humanity, we were giving ourselves to this muck and this mire and this other dimension that wasn't bringing in the good stuff. So get rid of dis-ease, be at peace with yourself, have full acceptance, but also don't be afraid to stretch yourself out and spread it out and be more open and vulnerable and be in a constant state of reception so that you can make automatic choices. So you can make automatic stillness and beingness and just find that alchemy within everything that you're experiencing. And that's what the beautiful thing is. That's what's beautiful about life. That's what's beautiful about being conscious, is that we get to start over again and we get to be a different, complete person with different sets of experiences and states of being. The best place to start is that you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a perfectionist. And the best place to start is to just receive and to soak up like a sponge and take up this human experience and just continue and always force yourself to make sure that you get into that heightened state before you leave your meditations. Just say, I'm not going to leave this room until I'm healed. I'm not going to stop buying lottery tickets until I hit the big time. Wherever I go, I am a walking, breathing manifestation of God. Everything that I touch turns to gold. And if you live your life in that way, it's so much better than the way that we generally live our lives. So thank you guys so much. And thank you for your comments, by the way, guys. And also book private sessions with me. We're going to be doing some healing energy. And I will be seeing you, Dragonfly. And also, I know Sweet Narcisse, I'm going to see if tomorrow is free. So I will get back to you. I know that I see you, and I'm not putting you off. It's just I've been having clients almost every day. And just love yourselves. Look yourself in the mirror, accept that person. Thank yourself, compliment yourself, love yourself. Because if you don't do that, nobody else is going to do that. There could be 1 million people loving you. You could have $1 billion. You could be doing all these things. But if you don't have fulfillment, then everything is just pointless. You got to be fulfilled. You got to be happy with yourself. And you got to be who you are right here, right now. And you got to just make it a point to decide that I want to live in the now present moment. And if you do that, your life will change. Okay, I'm going to stop blabbing because I'm blabbing. And sometimes, I'm going to say one more thing. And sometimes people are like, you're toxic positivity. You're toxic positivity, this, that. I have this one lady who would say that. And every time someone projects something onto you, they're reflecting back to themselves. So if we stop projecting onto other people, if we stop trying to have this battle of right or wrong or pointing the finger and just hold ourselves accountable, just hold ourselves accountable. It's not about being right or wrong, but it's just being the truth and seeing through the illusion of the delusions and the deception and why people feel bad on a day-to-day, moment-to-moment basis. And if you just get tired of your sickness, if you're sick of your sickness, you're healed. That's something Bentinho Massaro said the other day, and it was so beautiful. If you're sick of your sickness, you are healed, my friends. So I'm actually going to move my my camera over here because it's getting a little warm. So it might not be there. So let me see here. I'm going to reposition my camera and we're going to do some healing energy. So if my phone overheats, I apologize, guys. It's a little hot, but Receive this healing energy within yourself. Also, book private sessions with me. Contact me on TikTok. You can see my Cash App and PayPal on my profile. And also, you can see that my account is a business page, so you can do that when you want to. Activating aligned choices. Activating the wisdom of Jesus. Accessing a consistency, a repetition, but also when you make a decision that it's a chain reaction of manifestations. So allow this healing, activating energy to be of a way of love, to be of a way of light, but also to be of a way of integration within yourself and also within your life. And allow this energy to flow with you. Allow this to be an energy of clearing toxins out of your body. Archangels of love and light, who's willing to cleanse us of our auric field, tapping into God's source energy and the great I am, diving deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. So we're going to ground. So ground deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. Also bring purification. Allow yourself to send out seeds, projections, loving vibrations, but also bring this message full circle. Open up deeper, deeper, deeper. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Raphael, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, the Intergalactic Council, Grandmother, and the Tribal Women, Mother Mary, Saint Germain, and my 6 dragons are coming in too. And let's heal the dis-ease within our lives. Let's get rid of dis-ease, disrespect, judgment, condemnation, patterns, past lifetime progressions, and changing the causes and effects with our decision making, motivating ourselves past the empowerment. Cup your hands in blessings to receive from the river of source. Take a drink. We have the unicorns coming in very strongly. So the unicorns are coming in very strongly. They have a message for us. Use your words of wisdom to speak worlds into existence. Every time you make a decision, it speaks worlds into existence. It initiates worlds into existence. It initiates manifestation. We also have the dolphins coming in with the 9th dimensional frequency and the bionic blue light from the 9th dimension. The violet flame is coming in. Also receive a third eye activation. Feel into the Shekinah glory of God's source energy and the great I am. Allow your fears, desperations, forcefulness, resistance, suppression, hesitation to be cleared out of your being. Have the childlike wonder of a 12-year-old. Allow the inner child to shine through you. Recalibrate your chakras now. And accept the blessing. Have a rich life now. Live in the now present moment. And just know that your dreams, your imagination, your fun, and your blessings are chasing you down. And from this moment forward, you will become a changed man or a changed woman. Receive this within your heart and just activate that vibration. Have acceptance over yourself. Love your body, love your eyes, love your face, love your features. Love the way that God created you in His image. See yourself as God. See yourself as the projection of creation and seeing through the illusion of being human. Thinking small, settling for less, but also anything from your past lives or your past or ways of not being prosperous or having acceptance and confidence. That time is over, my friends. And just allow God's source energy and the great I am to assist you so that you can be that divine assistance, so that you can be a guide. You can be a genuine source of love for another person. Be a genuine source of love for yourself. And become the best version of yourself by accepting the higher self's wisdom. There is honor for us all, there is love for us all, and there is enlightenment for us all. Just choose to accept it and be changed forevermore. And so it is. I hope you guys received that healing energy that I just did. So thank you guys for gifting. Also, if you guys see me going live later, I will be going live doing readings, healings, activations, codes, downloads, and things of that nature. I hope you guys just know that you can book private sessions with me as well. So just let me know. Oh, I thought it was 5:28. I was only doing that for like 20 minutes. But I also want you guys to know that a lot of us are just going through a lot of changes, not only with our life, but in our finances, with our journeys. A lot of you are going through some stuff that, maybe I've never been through in my life. But everybody has a story, and everybody is unique, and everybody is divine in their own way, and everybody is loved. And maybe I've been awakened for 3 years, but some of you, like this one person said, I awakened in February. Like, wow. A lot of people are awakening. A lot of people are growing. A lot of people are just shifting into this. And a lot of people are just channeling what they forgot about. And one of the things that I think is very special is that we're just a channel. We're just like a TV channel. So if you can think of yourself as like a radio frequency, like you're like the hip hop station, someone's the jazz station, someone's the punk rock station, someone is the country station. And sometimes it's okay to pick with what you know. If you're the country station, be the country station. If you're the hip hop station, be the hip hop station. We're all different and unique in our own way. And all of you are beautiful and gifted in your own ways. So, like, this person said, this is rough. Were you talking about your journey? Are you talking about your journey? Because yes, the spiritual awakening can be rough. I'm not saying that it's easy, and if it was easy, then everybody else would do it. Yeah, everybody else would do it. Because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it and everybody would be manifesting everything. But while it's hard, and while there's a lot of people that don't believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself even when the odds are stacked against you. Even when no one believes you, everybody's doubting you, everybody's discrediting you, calling you the black sheep. You just have to say, I believe in who I am. And there's nobody that can take that away from you, of who you are now. And some people won't awaken with you or grow with you or become that essence of source energy with you, you know? So if there's anything that I could say, the last thing I'll say, and I have to get off of here, for my client, Dragonfly, which she gifted, thank you, is have it now. You know, it's like that commercial, that J.G. Wentworth commercial, like, and I need cash now. Well, you can say that with everything in your life. I need healing now. I need manifestation now. I need everything now. Because why would you wait? There's no better time than the present. And I know you're probably like, I heard this guy on this feed and he was all talking about having your manifestation now and now and now. And I know it seems like that, or some of you see it like that. But if you can look at it from a different perspective and shift that and shift your vibration and shift your way that you look at it, you'll look at it from a different perspective. And you will always recalibrate back into who you need to be. So I just want you guys to know that you're awesome. You're just as awesome as LeBron James or Michael Jordan or, Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, those people are not special. They're special in their own way, and they have energetic intricacies that they have and a way that they manifest. But you're just as good as those people, or even more special. So we have to find the significance in everything. We have to find the significance in what drives us, what allows us to think, what allows us to feel, but also what allows us to heal, so that we're able to reveal, and then we're able to appeal to an audience and share, but also that we're not afraid to just be our most authentic selves. And if we are able to do that, then your entire life will change, I promise you. So book private sessions, guys. Contact me on TikTok. Also, I will be going live tonight, doing readings, healings, activations. All you have to do is like, share, and gift. So thank you guys so much. God bless. Namaste. And Dragonfly, I will see you in 20 minutes. I have to charge my phone real quick. So thank you guys. God bless, and namaste.